Yes, sir. Live that SINY, Karasta Music Records, Raggies, Manifest Kadose, Jadreds, coming through with some good interviews. Live that SINY, live that SINY, New York, yes, I represent for my brethren, on the television show. Oh, yeah, you don't know.
Welcome black. Live That SINY, your host, Jadreds. We back with a new banger. Special month, special guest, special show, you know what I'm saying? We got Kadusi in, you know what I'm saying? What more can I say about this king right here? And we got another king here today. Another brother I know for a very long time. Didn't know he was doing all of this right here. Looks could be surprising, you know what I'm saying? Please introduce yourself, my brother.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Seif Boogie. Brooklyn State winner, Canarsie, best star. You know the vibes. Brooklyn State winner.
Right. So what you got for us today? You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to perform my record Knowledge. That's currently out right now.
Okay.
So, yeah, we're going to get it in.
All right. And remember, you got to keep the mic up there.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
right. So let's drop that, come in for an interview, and then we see where it leads to.
All right. Let's get it. Yeah. Listen. Shout out to Era on the beats. Era got the heat. Let's go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Never ever made a scene about it. Word to God, oh my God, y'all gon' read about it. Can't deny me, won't deny me, this is not the logic. 10 toes won't fold, here I'm giving knowledge. God body on my body, who gon' stop me? That ain't never ever in the logic. And I ain't never ever moving out of pocket. So don't you ever doubt my knowledge. Shaking up that 8 ball, searching for that great wall. It's a new day, hooray, facing it, face it off, faces off. It's the clear view. The talker's talking real loud, but I don't hear you. Yep, flip that like blackjack. 21, that's magic, that's A-Fat. Put the shit, the wheels turn like say Jack. Goofy, and homie, he ain't playing that. So fuck off if you standing by and staying back. Listen, never ever made a scene about it. Word to God, oh my God, y'all gon' read about it. Can't deny me, won't deny me, this is not the logic. 10 toes won't fold, here I'm giving knowledge. God body on my body, who gon' stop me? That ain't never ever in the logic. And I ain't never ever moving out of pocket. So don't you ever doubt my knowledge. Whoa, whoa, never ever made a scene about it. Word to God, oh my God, y'all gon' read about it. Can't deny me, won't deny me, this is not the logic. 10 toes won't fold, here I'm giving knowledge. Yeah, give it up for the fucking man. Keep it a band, need 100 grand just to even plans in a quicksand. Moving fast, time is ticking, but I'ma hold it down, well aware of my position. Foot loose, obtuse, angled in my reflex. Big step, hold up, step into my reset. Got a lot to lose and I ain't proving shit to none of ya. Either way, ain't here to be no sucker for the cameras. Never ever made a scene about it. Word to God, oh my God, y'all gon' read about it. Can't deny me, won't deny me, this is not the logic. 10 toes won't fold. Whoa, body on my body, who gon' stop me? That ain't never ever in the logic. And I ain't never ever moving out of pocket. So don't you ever doubt my knowledge. Whoa, whoa, never ever made a scene about it. Word to God, oh my God, y'all gon' read about it. Can't deny me, won't deny me, this is not the logic. 10 toes won't fold, here I'm giving knowledge. Yeah, that's my single Knowledge, produced by Era Got the Heat. That's on all platforms. Brooklyn State winner, Seif Boogie, Knowledge. Let's go.
All right. I'm feeling that right there, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
And the whole production, he brought the heat. He brought the heat.
Yes,
He brought the heat.
Yeah, he gonna like to hear that.
Right, but you brought the heat on top of it.
Thank
so,
you, I appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Good looking.
Yeah.
Please give us a longer introduction. Like,
Okay. Oh.
your bio is over there, so
Okay.
I can't just pull it right now. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, Seif Boogie. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, born and raised. Grew up in, well, not grew up, but like I was, my grandmother was raised in Marcy and things like that. Was with my grandmother. I moved over to Canarsie, when I was about like 12. So that's why I like grew up, and that's why I, really became into the artist and everything that I am today. I'm a poet, songwriter, just passionate dude about music, business owner. I have my own label, Asamoto Music Group, and I'm just out here. I'm just trying to. My music is a real like positive, motivational type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I try to encourage people. I try to get that motivation, and I say the human experience. That's my music. Like, I just take the good and bad of life and just add that motivational twist to it. So that's me. Brooklyn stay winning. That's the motto.
We need more. We need more of that right there. Life music.
Yeah.
Period. You know what I'm saying?
So much depth. You know, it's like we are, you know, what we listen to. You know what I'm saying? There's an energy that comes with that. You know, and I just always want to, you know, because I'm a very like motivational, positive dude. So I really want to just spread that through the music and just, you know, just give that energy back to the world.
And how long exactly have you been doing this? You know.
Man, I say about at least like 17 years, maybe.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been grinding, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I've had music on ESPN. Actually, the 10th anniversary that just passed, you know, the Friday Night Fights, I had a song called Somely that I made it there. I worked with Red Bull. They used one of my songs, Rush.
All right.
Yeah, man, like it's been a journey, you know, a fun journey, up and down.
I mean, you gotta get that part of it out of it. You can't be too serious with nothing in life. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? Everything you do, you gotta just do it to enjoy.
Yeah,
Come out better.
It's been a beautiful journey, and yeah, I'm just happy to be here. You know, I'm just happy to keep pushing forward and you know, just inspiring people. You know.
Right. So you're from Bayview.
Yeah.
It just recently was Bayview Day.
Yeah.
Did you perform for?
No, I didn't get a chance to perform.
Did they have any performances out there?
Not that I know of. Not that I know. I don't think they did. Not that I know of.
Because that's like the mecca of artists. Like it's like
that we performed at the Hood Day, basically. Yeah. Nah, I didn't get a chance to. Nah.
Wow, I'm surprised. You know what I'm saying? Because my kids was telling me about like it's Bayview Day, Bayview Day. And just thought they had it a little bit more organized to where they could have you perform out there, because with all the violence and all of the craziness that goes on out there, they need more of this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's needed. You know what I'm saying? It's just that energy is needed because there's been so much despair, you know, and just craziness. So, you know, hopefully for like next year, something like that, I would love to, you know.
Even before next year, because that community center has a studio inside of it. Yeah. So I don't understand why they don't let y'all utilize, you know what I'm saying? JCC want to run everything, and I don't think so. Not today, you know what I'm saying?
Nope.
Right, it's a community center, it's for the community, and y'all should be able to use the equipment there instead of trying to scrape up dollars to go record here, there, and everywhere. You have the stuff there for free to use.
Yeah, it's basically like, I know what you're saying, like, because it's community, it's supposed to be for the community so that the community use it.
That's why it was fitted in the budget and brought there for the community to use it. So it like defeats the purpose when y'all don't get to use it. And then maybe when they decide to let y'all use it, technology advance. We flying in the cars and stuff now. You understand what I'm saying? We need it now. So when you do go back home, I want you to look into that and check that out.
Definitely, I do. I mean, I would love to, you know, I know it's like a free thing too, but you know, I'm a person too. Even if that's not happening, I'm still get it done regardless. That's just who I am. But I will definitely tap into the community and you know, have a conversation with about that.
Yes, because you got a whole collective of bright minds over there, and you know what I'm saying. Togetherness is power. Right. Y'all have to get together.
Yeah, there's strength in numbers. Absolutely. Right. I always believed in that with the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like I always felt like everybody should just come together. And you know, it's a talented hood. You know what I'm saying?
It's very talented.
Very talented.
You'd be surprised. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And you know, I've been out there so long and everything, and I've seen it. And I would like to see that. I would really like to see that.
Right. They should utilize the pier over there. They should utilize certain things that you have, like that Seaview Park. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Right.
I agree.
So I'm sending you on a mission when you leave here.
And I'll let you know. I'll let you know how
Yes,
that turns
keep in
out.
contact with
Absolutely.
me. Keep letting me know what's going on. Maybe we could, you know what I'm saying?
Maybe we could make something happen. I'm with that, man.
That
Like,
SINY's from over there, so
Right.
guess what? If that SINY could come over there too, because before I came in the studio, I shot some scenes over there where the basketball court is in Seaview Park, in that little cut area right there. Right. So you know what I'm saying? I'll go anywhere where there's it just needs to be exposed, and exposed is not the word. It just needs to be brought to the people.
Right.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
you can see it.
Right. So
Because a lot of people, especially for Canarsie, they really know like Pop Smoke, rest in peace.
not even.
What's up?
Not even, because when I was over there, he was a little boy. You know what I'm saying? And never really heard of him or seen him. But then you go to my kids' generation, my nieces and nephews, they all know him. Right, because they put me on the Casanova. And I'm like, why? You know what I'm saying? How do you know this? Like, I like that type of music right there. Yeah.
So what I'm saying is like, like I feel like he's known for like kind of putting Canarsie on the map. While he was dope.
Wow.
I know, but follow me. I always felt like like again, like our area is talented. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of talent within there where we could put it on the map and not just known as like just for Pop Smoke. That's the point I was making.
Right. Because I've grew up over there, but I've also grown up in Glenwood houses. Right. And you know what I'm saying? And right, that's like a whole nother mecca over there by South Shore. Yeah. And they have their Pop Smokes over there. Like when I first moved there, Little Vicious lived in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? And he was the man out there. And then it becomes like the Boondocks. You know what I'm saying? Right. Unless you move there or know somebody to live there, it gets forgotten. Yeah. Like Staten Island.
Yeah, that happens. Yeah,
it gets forgotten.
It's like there's a forgotten borough. Sorry, Staten Island. I mean, be disrespectful.
I mean, no offense. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But the proof is in the pudding. Wu-Tang put them on the map. Okay.
That's a fact.
It took them 25, 30 years to acknowledge these brothers. You know what I'm saying? And put their name on the street. And now they want to big up Wu-Tang. But what happened before? You know what I'm saying?
Up when it was built.
Right. When they got everybody saying Shaolin and everybody throwing up the Wu and come on,
facts.
Yeah. Right. So that's what gets me. You know what I'm saying?
And you're not lying, because I see white kids with the Wu shirts. It's like they made global. You know what I'm saying?
I've seen Russians. I've seen you'd be surprised that people you see with the Wu symbol. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. I was looking at something, and out the blue, I think I was reading a comic book, and out the blue, one of the characters happened to have a Wu shirt on it. I'm look at this. How many like boxes they gonna put them in? Right. And it was like through the whole comic book. It was like they focused on that Wu T-shirt, like we here. You know what I'm saying?
Do you know which comic that was?
Not right now. I don't remember. All right. Sometimes these bright lights.
I got you. No doubt.
Yes. So, but back to you. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
You have the company, right?
Yeah.
How long have you had this company?
14 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's already seasoned. Right. It's seasoned.
It's there. It's
right.
I released all my catalog on there. So yeah.
And what's that looking like? How many songs in this catalog?
It's a lot. Sheesh, like over 100 maybe.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm a writer, man. Like I always, and there's even more stuff that I didn't put out. Like I could make a whole like how Nas did the Lost Tapes.
Yes.
Yeah, I could do something like that just off my throwaway joints.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a writer. Like I love creating music. I love writing songs. I won a songwriting award too. The John Lennon Songwriting Award.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a few years back. So that's proof of John Lennon.
But you're still alumni for the John Lennon award, right?
Yeah.
It could be years back, but your name's still
right.
Your name's still there.
Still there. Yeah.
That's good right there.
And John Lennon, he's one of the with the Beatles, he's one of the most legendary songwriters ever. So to even have an award after his namesake is like, that's cool. That's like bigger than a Grammy to me.
Yeah, that's big time. You know what I'm saying?
So.
It gets big like that.
Yeah.
So are you recognized in the neighborhood as the person who has these opportunities and had,
Yeah. Yeah, I am. I did a video out there called "Never Waste Your Time" with my boy Phil Guestin. This is about 2011, but I feel like that's what really like got me noticed out there. Because prior to that, I mean, I rap, but I don't. People weren't really hip to me, or I mean, they might have known, but they weren't really messing with the music like that.
Well, you gotta remember, we from Brooklyn.
Right.
Okay? You say good day to somebody, they might want to fight you.
Right. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
What's that about? You trying to disrespect? Yeah.
Right. It's so hostile out there. You know what I mean? Because we seen each other, but we seen each other on the walk by.
Right,
Like,
passing,
okay,
right. Passing.
You know what I'm saying? But in reality, times have changed because you go other places, they greet you, good evening, how you doing? They don't have to know you, and it's just something about New York City that's just like fast paced, like stripper dollars. You know what I'm saying? They just make it rain with their feet.
Right, make it rain with these hoes.
But
yeah, so yeah, after it was that video, and then when I mentioned about the ESPN thing, because that was actually on ESPN too. So it's like after that, my face being seen, me promoting. I love marketing. I'm a master marketer. So I just kept pushing myself out there, and then people started, I guess, recognizing my face because people were like, oh yo, I saw your video. Oh, I saw your thing on ESPN.
Surprised,
yeah, people watch that, and that's what made me realize like people really watch. You don't think nobody's watching, but people do watch.
Oh yeah. You'd be surprised. You know what I'm saying? It could be any little thing. Like they had the airlines, Kiwi Airlines back in the days, and I just happened to be on a commercial and on my way going back to college. Yeah. So I'm in Daytona Beach, Florida. I don't know about the stuff that's playing on TV here. And then all of my uncles like, we seen you on TV. We seen you. So it
happened. Yeah, you never know who's watching. It's like I just feel like from there on, it's just been going up, you know what I mean, for me, because I still do the music. I still, I travel. Like I said, I went to LA last year, Atlanta, looking into some more traveling to perform. I'm just trying to expand my fan base.
How was LA?
I love LA. LA was, shout out to Hard Drive. It's a company I partner with, so they had a Drive Awards.
Right.
So I performed out there. It was love, man. Love. Like, that was my second time actually performing in LA. And it was like, even the first time when I went out there, it was love. This is love, you know what I mean? I know LA get a bad rap and everything, but so far, it's been, LA shown me love.
And when you perform out there, do they come on your music? Nah. I find it to be country, not to be fun. But do they come on your music and rhyme, like, can I kick a verse or two?
Nah. They give respect to the performance. So it's just like, all right, we watching him do a show, you know what I mean? Right. So they give respect to that. So it wasn't, I ain't had nobody come up there trying to do nothing crazy.
I was about to say, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm still with the G-Funk, you know what I mean? Right, I'm still with that G-Funk. Like, ain't nothing gonna be better than that in LA to me, you know what I'm saying? Right. It's like everybody sounds the same over there. And
I guess it's the culture too, because, everybody, they got the voice and everything, but Yeah. I get what you mean. Like, I love, like, Nipsey Hussle, like, rest in peace to him. Like,
Is he the man over there?
He's respect. It's like with Kobe, you know what I'm saying? I mean, of course he was like, a little older, but there's other guys that do. I think like Roddy Ricch, he's from LA or whatever, but he's not like, but he doesn't have the typical LA sound, you know what I'm saying? He's more of a, I don't know how to
Which is kind of good.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Which is kind of good. Yeah. I don't think everybody should be sounding like bow down.
Right.
I think, you know what I'm saying? I think they just take it to the extreme with it. I love the accent, you know what I'm saying? When they're talking and the way they kick it.
Right.
But, I mean, the music, I'll stick to the G-Funk and the boom. I
like
need
the Snoop era, Dr. Dre,
I need that bass.
I got you.
I need this stuff. I don't need to hear music and then it's like, the whole I need to hear music that's going to make me get up and bounce and bop to it and stuff.
The trunk
like that.
rattling,
that stuff.
6/4s up and down. I got you.
Right. And we're used to that here. Like all our stuff is boom, bap, boom, 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 bop, bop, bop. Besides all of this mumbling stuff, you know.
Yeah, and the drill. I like drill though.
I like certain artists. They can present it and bring it to you. Right. And then it's like the other ones that's just like at a house party and they just like pass the mic and to the homeboy and the homeboy just said the same thing this homeboy just said.
Facts.
Right. Right. I can't do
That's not your cup of tea?
Nah. That's why me and my kids don't listen to the same kind of music because that's their generation there. And then it's like, what the hell did they say? Are you listening to the lyrics?
Right.
Like, they say some crazy stuff in there. You know what I'm saying?
I think my main issue with it is the message in it, you know, because again, you know, I'm a person I'm pro-life and everything like that, so a lot of it is like death, you know, or they talk about, you know, smoking in your op and all that, so that I don't really care for.
Negative.
Yeah. I think and it brings it down, you know. I mean, I feel like you can do positive drill music or just not even just being positive, just something where that's not the message. It just it takes the artist to be talented. You have to still be an artist. And one thing too, I want to say is that, you know, artists have to be artists. You know what I'm saying? You have to. One of my mentors told me you have to transcend the trend. You can ride the wave for a little bit, but remember to be an artist. You know what I'm saying? Music changes all the time.
People don't realize
they don't realize it's generational. Right. That's why songs in the 60s sound like songs from the 60s, songs from the 70s sound like songs from the 70s, 80s, so on and so forth. You have to be the artist. You have to know how to see when music is changing. I kind of hate when they just label the artists drill rappers, because it's like that's all you're known for. That's it. It's like as an artist, you're supposed to grow and evolve. You know? Right.
And I was trying to explain this to somebody when it came to like rock and roll. You know what I'm saying? And then you got into the Godfather soul, and you know what I'm saying? They all niche their own little area of the same thing, you know. James Brown don't sound like Little Richard. They have two different styles, you know what I'm saying? And even the fans know that, okay? But that don't mean, that's not gonna stop them from buying both records, okay?
Right.
But they respect them enough to buy both records like that. But I'm not gonna buy two records and you both got the same damn style and you're both singing the same damn songs over and over. You know what I'm saying? It makes no sense.
It's like, where's the difference at? And one thing, like my mom used to always tell me, like, don't copy nobody.
Right. The key to being an artist is individuality. Be your own individual self. You know what I'm saying? You can take here, there, and everywhere like Serpentor, but I mean, like, how far is you gonna go with you? It depends on you.
Right.
You know,
it depends on your drive. You know, like what you want to do with your. You know, what do you want to do for music? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is your goal? What is your mission? What is your why?
And you have to have that before you even decide to do something like that. Or guess what? It'd just be like a hobby. Oh, I ain't rapping no more. I'll stop. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's like nothing into it. You know.
And that's one of the things, like, I'm just happy that well, all right, so me coming up, I was known as the quiet dude or whatever, so it's like...
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember.
So it's like, you know, when I came across this art form, this music, it was like, it gave me because I was always opinionated, even though I was quiet, I always had thoughts and things I wanted to say. So when I came across this art form, it was like, oh, shit. It's like, oh, wow, I can really... express myself,
right?
My true soul, whatever I'm feeling, like anything, you know.
Right.
So this is what I love about being an artist.
And out there, when you travel, because you've been to Atlanta also.
Yeah.
How is it out there?
Atlanta was cool too.
Because they just seem like they party. And
they do. Yeah, nah, it's a fact. They do party though.
Wear tight clothes all day. You know what I'm saying?
So it was an event called Rap. Well, it was a company called Rap Plug. Shout out to Craig King and Brandon. They partnered with Rick Ross and everything. Rick Ross is invested in. Right. So it was cool. It was different styles of music. It wasn't just like just like New York. It's like it was a melting pot of you heard the trap, you heard the Miami sound. So it was cool. It was a different melting pot of different artists. I enjoyed it. They actually asked me to come back for September, but I'm not gonna be able to make it. So I'll probably like
it's September now.
Yeah, right. So it was kind of like last minute. I want to say last minute, but it was like before I could really make a move to do that.
Sometimes things happen the way they're supposed to happen. Like you have to let it play out. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I'm mad I missed something or something didn't go the way it was supposed to go, and then once I step back and just let stuff play the way it come out way better.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree, yeah.
Right, and then if I would have did it then, I wouldn't have had the blessing I got now in the time I waited for it.
Right.
So
it's it's always I killed it in Atlanta. That's always the door I can always visit again. Even
and that's like the next Mecca coming up over there.
Yeah,
it's been in the making for a while.
Wow, yeah, they got a lot of people. Little Baby. Like he
Lil
killing
everybody.
it. Yeah, right.
Whole damn state is
Yeah,
Lil.
Future's-
Everybody comes from there. you know.
Right. Future's basically the GOAT out there. Like
Which
yeah.
is surprising,
Yeah.
you know. I'm sorry to say, there's one Future song I like, and that's the song with Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Oh, I got the keys.
Right. Any other song of Future I've never heard, like NBA, this kid.
NBA YoungBoy.
Right. I hate when they push people up to a pedestal and then, like, how does regular people like me never heard none of their songs? But this is the type rapper and he's the best and nah.
Yeah, them young kids, they love NBA YoungBoy. I seen I think he was in a court thing or whatever. They was outside protesting for this man. Like he got them young kids on lock, man. Like his music isn't really like my cup of tea or whatever. I've heard songs, but his influence is undeniable. That's the facts. Yeah.
And this is where parents come in to have to talk to the children and explain certain things because he's like Nick Cannon. He's on his 9th baby right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How old is he? Like 21 years old?
Yeah, he's
like,
pretty young.
Right.
He's pretty young.
9 kids at 21 years old?
Yeah,
Come
he's
on,
pretty
man.
young. I think he's having another baby too.
Right.
Yeah,
This is number 9, right? Is it number 10? I mean, come on.
I don't know.
Stop even trying to keep up. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna bring Kaduse in the conversation because you just did quiet, my brother. Quiet. You have any questions for?
Questions?
Yes.
I just learning and just listening.
Right.
Just learning and listening.
So,
As an artist, from I being an artist, I always meet artists, so I get used to it. So I just listening.
and this is a very powerful artist right here. Do not let looks fool you, okay?
Never.
You cannot in this world. You cannot judge any book by the cover until you open it up and you read some chapters in that book. You know what I'm saying?
I go off energy, and I seen him outside. His energy's been, on point. So that's why I go off of. So.
Oh, that was just like quiet time energy. Like I haven't even seen him firecracker energy yet. You know what I'm saying? But I've heard that on his music, and you know what I'm saying, when he's recording, he's putting all into it. But other than when I see him, he's just like this right here, like yeah.
That's a lot of people say that about me too. It's like, yo, you chill, you're so quiet, and then it's like when they see me on stage, it's like, oh wow, I didn't know that was in you. So I get it, I get that.
I mean, a lot of artists is like.
No, I mean,
Chill, yeah.
It's all about what do they call it? What Tina Turner was doing. It's all about that, like finding your center and finding your peace, and you know what I'm saying?
Now I'm marrying a
Right, the woo size and
Woo-side,
stuff.
yeah.
It's all about that peace. Everybody can't be wild. You know what I'm saying?
That's chaotic energy. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot. You know what I mean? I mean, there's
Too
a lot.
much,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Too much. I wouldn't even be able to keep still trying to watch and see what the heck is you're gonna do next. You know what I'm
fact.
saying? But some people is like that. Me as an artist, okay, my biggest dream is to be recognized now while I'm alive. I don't want people to go like John Lennon. Oh, when the man was alive, he didn't make a good record.
Right.
Now that he passed away,
He's a
he's the
martyr.
greatest
Right.
songwriter. He's the best. Imagine and every,
Yeah.
right. Okay. I want to be recognized now. So I that's my biggest goal is how I'm gonna make that happen.
Right.
I've been doing this show for 8 years. I'm known for this show, but I talked about Wu-Tang earlier and how this goes here. So it might not be another 20 years until they be like, oh, look That SINY.
Yeah.
And guess what? I'm gonna be gray hair with a cane, walking around. Like, I can't do no more shows. You know what I'm saying? So how do you feel about that? Because some people don't want all of that. And then some people want all of that, you know.
It's
Because it's life-changing.
It's
Can't-
life-changing,
right.
yeah.
You can't go to the corner store.
Yeah.
Probably couldn't even go to the incinerator to put your garbage out. Like, that's my neighbor.
right.
Snapchat.
I feel like I would be able to deal with it. I've dealt with a lot in my life, but something like that is like I'm very respectful to everybody. I try to present my energy as a cool person. I mean, sometimes I know that's not enough, and sometimes stuff can still happen. But I just trust God, and I just proceed with my energy. I don't have no enemies.
Oh, see.
I don't have no enemies that I know of.
Okay. Like I say, look.
That I know of, because I don't hate nobody. I give love to everybody, so there's no hate in my heart. So I don't even put that kind of energy out there.
We don't, but we live in a time of the frenemies now that I never heard of. But,
True.
Right. People will be a friend and really can't stand you, and you know what I'm saying? So just be mindful of that out there.
Absolutely.
Also. I think that's sort of kind of what happened with Pop Smoke we talked about earlier, you know.
Even Nipsey.
Right.
He got killed in his own hood.
Your talent, you know what I'm saying? You have to be mindful that some people don't have that talent and then they want it, okay? And they don't know to work hard or to tone it up and you can get it. They just want it now and want what they can take, you know what I'm saying? And taking ain't gonna get you far.
It's not. It's going to block your blessings.
Right.
It's going to block your blessings.
A lot of times. So your music is primarily hip hop, I could say.
Hip hop, rap, hip hop.
Variety.
It's I songwrite too. Like I have a song called Traffic. Shout out to Isadora Noir. I wrote the singing hook on that. She sings it, but I'm a songwriter. You know what I'm saying? My name is Seif, so originally it was Seif first. So when it's God Body, you know what I'm saying? I used to study, God Body and things like that.
Everybody.
Yeah,
okay, right.
So that's where I got my name from. So when I picked my name, it was like, because I could do any style or whatever. So don't be surprised if I do a pop record. I'm open to that. I'm not, my main thing is rap. I'm a rapper. I like getting on stage and rapping, you know what I'm saying? But I'm a songwriter too. I love creating music.
How about a reggae song?
I mean, if the vibe is right, yeah.
I got a right vibe for you. I just got to link y'all together.
Okay,
you know what
okay,
I'm saying? Link you with Kairos, the music over here.
Okay.
Put something together.
Hey, I'm with it, yeah.
We do a concert or something, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, listen, man, I'm with it.
I'm going to hold you to it. But
No doubt.
that's the type of, your music and his music are the musics that appeal to me more, you know what I'm saying? And that's just at this age. When I was 4 or 5 years old, Old McDonald and all that, that appealed to, you know what I'm saying? Sesame Street songs and Disney songs appealed to me. But now that I have gotten older and lived a life, it's life music that it makes me think about certain things and think about certain situations that I've been through, you know what I'm saying, and realize, like, it's normal, you know what I'm saying? It's not like you got singled out and that was that. It happens to a lot more people than you.
It does. That's what I'm saying. Like, the human experience for me, I take the good and bad life, and it's just, you don't know what somebody's going through and how it could relate, your music could relate to someone's life. Like I have a song called Can I Lose, Brooklyn Stay Winning, and like that's like one of my most popular singles, and I've had people say like, yo, this song gets me up in the morning. Like it gets me energized to get up and go, like move and go outside and achieve what I need to achieve. So hearing things like that is like, wow, because when you put it out in the universe, the music, it's no longer yours.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It comes from you, you know what I'm saying? But when you put it out, it's no longer yours, and it just resonates, you know what I'm saying? People who are meant to get the message will get it.
Right. I just wish that, like, when I was growing up, the radio was everything, so you got to hear a lot of artists. Like, now, it's like, what is the radio? You know what I'm saying? People don't never play that. TV, I can understand, because we can live in a world without television, okay? Right. Except for this show. Right. But we also got the internet that we could overlap that with, and that's what overlaps the radio, but is people visualize more stuff than they listen. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of artists lose out because here we have so much talent and so much, you know what I'm saying? And people just know certain names like Pop Smoke or this person and that person, and that's only because they on that wave for the 2020s or the 2000s or whatever. They're not on the wave of printing out music and doing concerts and going, you know what I'm saying, and putting their face out there.
Right.
They're just going by likes, and you know what I'm saying.
What I've learned is that it's discovery, you know, and I like that's what a lot of the things I feel like I listen to more independent artists than I do like regular artists. You know what I mean, because there's a lot of nice artists.
It is.
Dope, you know what I mean? That's not even on the radar, not even getting that light. You know?
It is. That's what this show is mainly about, because I want people to have a chance. I don't want them to say, oh, I never heard of this person or never heard of that person. I want them to have a chance to have that experience, to say, you know what, I not only did I hear them, I heard their story. I heard them talk, you know what I'm saying? And go with that, you know what I'm saying? And maybe more people would get discovered, and not just those same people like Taylor Swift, whose father is a executive, and you know what I'm saying? Like, you winning the top awards, really?
Or like Billie Eilish, her family is already connected to the industry. Yeah.
Right. So it doesn't impress me that you got this video award and this award, okay? You came from backing from money. It's people who don't have that, but they got the talent. Right. You know what I'm saying?
They got to come from the bootstraps and grind, you know what I'm saying?
I can respect that right there, okay?
Yeah, that's definitely my grind, so.
Right?
You know, but yeah, it's discovery. It's definitely music discovery, because like as I said, there's a lot of dope artists that are out there, and you know they just don't get that push. You know, but it's out there. You know, like even like with the whole R&B is dead thing. Like that's bullshit. Like, is R&B really dead?
It goes back. See, we've been touching a lot of little different topics, but it goes back to that again. Like, okay. R&B is dead. Why? Because you want to bring in this type of music and make that the substitute for R&B or the new R&B, instead of just giving that music a label of what it is, maraca music. All right, that's maraca music. Right. But don't try to knock something that opened the door for this to get in there, you know what I'm saying? And there's never been just a specific R&B, okay?
Right.
It's rhythm and blues. Okay, that's what people don't understand.
Nope. Yeah, I mean, and to add to your point, I think it's a slap to the face to the artists that are currently doing R&B, that are true R&B artists. You know what I'm saying? Because I've heard Jasmine Sullivan, like her voice is fucking amazing.
I've heard her. I think it was the guy from Hootie and the Blowfish. Like, I've been hearing these people that separated themselves from.
Yep.
All of the other hoopla that was going on. And then you can really, you know, see where the talent is and see, you know, what they bring into the table. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's literally crazy.
Yeah. I disagree. R&B is not dead, so, yeah. Don't say that no more.
Right. And stop trying to put people that Drake is the top rapper. Okay? You insulted, right? We can have a 1 million man rapper march, okay? Just to get in line to slap the out of Drake, okay? He is not the top rapper. And then, you know, when they put people on those pedestals, look what they do. Now you're gonna go back to the 80s with house music, really? Right, we barely made it through house, and now you're gonna go back there and do a whole house album, really? So it just be those situations where it's like, even the record companies, they want everybody to sound the same. People come there and they have the just most original, like Arrested Development, okay? Never heard nobody sound like that. You never heard, I never even heard nobody even say Tennessee in a record unless it was a country song. You know what I'm saying?
That's my joint when I was a kid. I like that song.
Right. Yeah. But you notice they conformed them, and this is why independents are needed more, because they don't go by what the record label think is selling right now, or what the record label is doing this media stuff and checking and saying, oh, well, this is up here and this is down here. You know, independence is just going to go, put that music out there, and get it to the people.
And it's organic because you build your tribe like that. You know what I'm saying? You build your tribe, and it's people that are really tapped into your message or whatever you got going on. And I feel like they stay with you longer.
They do.
You know, and you build your, and also too, from a business standpoint, you build your value up. So you put yourself in a space where, say the record labels do come to you, they gotta come to you on your terms. They can't, you can't just take whatever crap they're giving you. They gotta, because you have value. You know what I'm saying? You have value in the marketplace.
We have to fix that. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
That has to be fixed because when I look at situations like Cardi B, really? Really? You know what I'm saying? You skipped over so many female MCs that is way more talented than you.
Can I shout one out that I know who's super dope?
Yes, please.
Her name's Sia Carter. She's in Atlanta. Well, she's in Georgia.
Oh, yeah?
But she's dope.
Tell her
raps.
to come to SINY, okay? And
I
we can present her to the world here. You know what I'm
Sia
saying?
Carter is
Please
super
bring her.
dope. She has a project out right now, too.
Oh, yeah? She's on YouTube?
She's on YouTube, everything. Yeah, she's
And where
dope.
can they find you?
Okay.
They're going to find her over
Right.
there. But where can they find you also?
Yeah, all Instagram, everything, Ciph Boogie 24. Well, not Instagram, all Instagram, but Ciph Boogie 24. That's my username. I just like that 24. I don't know. That's like my lucky number. But Twitter, Ciph Boogie 24. My website, www.ciph-boogie24.com. CIPHBOOGIE 24.
Are you looking for artists?
I am.
Do you have music for artists?
I have a network where I can tap into. I just put the, I don't want it to like, an artist got to work as hard as I do. You know what I'm saying? You can't just, just because.
Oh, no free ride.
Yeah,
Right.
no free ride. You got to, I can't, you have to.
So that means there's an age limit on the artist that's coming there because these young kids, okay, you already know.
It depends, though. It depends, though. If they got the hustle, because I can tell. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be...
Right, you can't judge everyone.
You can't judge the age, yeah.
Because you judge everyone. But these young kids, boy, you see what you said? You got to put work in.
Yeah, you have to put work in.
Started a fight, right? now.
You do, man, because that's the only way it's going to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just expect people to just do stuff for you. Don't work. Life don't work like that.
Right.
Life don't work like that.
But remember, we're talking about the youth,
yeah,
okay?
I know.
Okay, you see?
Let me tone it down.
As hard as you work, right?
Yeah.
They be on you, boy.
But yeah, I don't discriminate. You know what I mean? If there's a young person that's got that drive and I see
Some
it,
of
I
them
can
do.
develop. Yeah,
Right,
some of
some
them
of them do.
Because I was like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But
I was
it
like
goes
that.
by. See, all the kids could be that way if all the parents just talk to them and just conversate with them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's more than being a parent than just being an ATM machine like they got you these days. Right, talk to these kids. Let them know of just situations, your opinion, even the stuff that they doing. If you did it before, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just talk to them, but don't just watch it go and then you want to complain later like nobody helped you with your kid when it starts with you first.
It starts at home.
Right.
That's the foundation.
It starts with you first.
Yeah.
So have a little bit of patience for them.
I will, absolutely.
And
I work with them. If anything, I give guidance to, only to, if they want to listen, and I know that could be a tough because
they know more than us.
Right,
so
right. So,
they know
but
everything. So
if it's a special artist and they're young, I'll tap into them definitely. I'm not against that, but they gotta to want to work. If you don't want to work,
I got some artists for you.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
And they're gonna work. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Because they need somebody like you backing them and pushing them in the right direction. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let's do it.
And you're from my hood, so you know. That's even right. That's
right.
even better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because then they probably know you also, but they didn't know that you were
So
doing
deep,
that.
yeah.
And then
I'm always even giving game. Like I've always, even from young, like my whole another reason why I really wanted to do music and got into it is because I always hold those horror stories of artists just getting robbed for the publishing and things like that. I'm wearing Biggie. One of the things I remember Biggie say, I ain't getting into this to be no broke rapper.
Right. But Biggie,
I tell you, I hear you.
Some of them artists, like Biggie's supposed to be here right now, you know what I'm saying? And due to politics or somebody else want to get rich off of him, he's in the grave, and then they walking around with the Forbes magazine talking about they in the top 20 Right.
got
So right.
I got what you're saying. I got you.
A lot of those 90 artists, this is what happened to them. And then if you just look at DMX dropped.
Yeah.
The other Puff Daddy artists just dropped.
Yeah.
Not even Black Rob. I'm talking about the other one. Craig Mack, the one that put him on the map, you know what I'm saying? But there's only so much you can go through in life, you know what I'm saying? Like, they made a way for themselves, and they should have never had another struggle ever. Okay?
Yeah.
But they struggling, and then the person, somebody else is...
That's the dark side of it, and that's what inspired me to just like take my own destiny in my own hands. Nah, man, I'm not. I refuse. I'm already, you know.
It's like it's modern day slavery.
Yeah.
Modern day slavery.
I ain't no slave, man. Facts.
So Caduce, because this brother right here, I think he just gonna skate through us today. We have some of your exclusive music to listen to.
Yeah,
and
yeah, this project that's been out for about a year is a 4-song EP entitled Far Right Nature.
Right.
You know, first and foremost, we're Rastafari.
Yes.
So people watch me on the show already before, so they would know. But if the first time they see me, you know, just know if you put in time.
Then they just go back and do their research.
But to be clear, then you know what we're dealing with.
Right.
Is
realness.
Is historical things, you know. And pertaining to this 4-song EP, it's called Far Right Nature, F-A-R-I, and then nature, like the word nature.
Nature.
But you know, a lot of people, when they hear the word nature, they're only thinking about the external aspect of nature. You know, they're thinking hills, valleys, the physical aspect. But even science show you, they have a term called atoms. That, you know, the matter is energy.
Right.
You're talking of atom. People who don't know what I'm talking about. A-T-O-M, atom. The center of atom is neutron, and positive proton. So you're talking of neutral charge and positive charge. The external, meaning the outer part of the atom, is the negative charge, which is you know, what they call the electron. You know? Now, what does have to do with anything? Everything has to do with everything. Anything similar has to do with whatever's similar. You know what I mean? We have a face, we have eyes, nose. That means we have something in common. Words that have any letter in common have something in common. So, straight to the point, when I studied the whole thing about the elect of God, now people don't know what I'm talking about. First of all, study up this. We're talking reality here, no fiction. Kadamawa Haile Selassie, a real individual who disappeared around 1975, 1976. Nobody was procured, meaning you cannot pronounce a person dead if there's nobody to pronounce dead, or you can say the man disappeared.
Right.
Under house arrest. What would be considered house arrest, they have a term for it. In terms of the last time this emperor, I'm talking of somebody that the world was talking about heavily around World War II. That's why Rasta is the only people who mention this person. We're coming like we're talking of something fictitious because this person is wiped out of the history books.
Right.
In high school, there's only one sentence I ever heard mention Haile Selassie. Besides that, there's only Rasta people, and a lot of people just think people that's high off of weed just talking a bunch of nonsense.
Right.
Not realizing we're talking of real stuff here, but this is not common knowledge. And you see, Ethiopia is something that people don't mention. You know, so straight to the point, Far Right Nature is just talking of certain things that have to do with our culture as a people. Because the fact that we're even talking European language, you must know language and vibration go together. So, in a sense, the European is in us. The fact that we even answer to the names of Europeans, you know what I'm saying? So, I find personally in my life, I found that out of everything, I study everything, I sit down with everything, 5% nation, I God's and earth's respect. Respect all schools of thoughts, all houses of thoughts. And not to say that whoever you meet as Rasta has it perfectly, because life is really a lot of figuring out. Even as Rasta, you still have to seek and figure out things, because even to look at a person as an individual and say they're God, but at the same time, no, is the word G-O-D an African word? No, it's not. In ancient Kemet, which is ancient Egypt by the river Nile, we said the word nature.
Nature.
Which is the word nature. At least where you get this English word nature from. Now, I want to highlight the word nature is really two meanings. You can break it down too. You're talking of the inner nature. Like I said, most people, when they say nature, they think in the physical nature. But when you say something like this, the nature of this, the nature of that, it's in his nature to be so. It's in her nature to be so. the nature of the crime, the nature of the event, the nature of what we're talking about. So you're talking of the energy of the thing. And again, matter is energy, matter is physical. So everything physical. When you say H2O, you're talking of 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom. Again, atom is dealing with the neutron with the positive proton as the center, and the external negative, what they call electron, which has to do with the electric same way, and has to do with even the term elect of God. Remember, we say king in English, K-I-N-G, but just isolate the N-G. In Ethiopia, we say negus or negusa for king. If it's plural, it sounds like niggas, but it's negas. You know what I'm saying? And the word or the sound, because again, A through Z is European stuff, you know? We dealing with the transliteration or the translation of languages into other languages, which has to do with the symbol. We're trained to the A through Z business. But once upon a time, A through Z never exists, but the rudiments exist. Everything broken down, you can see the ancients in it, you know? Just isolating the fact that everything is straight line and curved. But not to go so much in that, because I do want to go into the project. But just to really prepare the mind for what we're talking of, because it's different realms we're dealing with, you know? We're going ancient, basically. But do know the sun is ancient, the air that we breathe is ancient. And a lot of what we're dealing with is learned behavior, you know? It's learned knowledge, it's the European perspective, you know? You know what I'm saying? It's the European perspective. So when I say far right nature, we're talking of culture, you know what I mean? Of black people, you know what I mean? And the way a typical African right now would think, if they stick into the ancient ways. There's a way we think, and it's actually in tune with nature. We think according to nature. So we acknowledge the feminine and the masculine in a balance. But we definitely acknowledge the feminine, which that's what's missing for modern day society. They don't honor mother like they honor father. And they're really not honoring the father then, because they have to honor mother and father. The African mind is always acknowledging the feminine and the masculine in a balance within everything. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter what you're talking about. For instance, even in our deities, you know, in West Africa, Yoruba people, their thing is called Ifa. You can call it religion, or I rather say science, but for instance, the nature of fire, which in English or European thinking, we would say the god of fire. But the god of fire has a goddess of fire then. But I rather say nature. The masculine nature of fire is called Shango. Fire and lightning, Shango. Like, all right, you know the song, you know your favorite song, first song, Cookie Cup from me. I had a song called Cookie Cup. The first thing I say in the intro is, rise up, Shango and Oya, Isat. Isat is Amharic or an Ethiopian language. That word comes from, which means fire. And Shango is the masculine fire. Oya is the feminine fire. And in the beginning of Cookie Cup, the first thing that comes out my mouth is, rise up, Shango and Oya. That's me saying rise up the fireman and the firewoman same time. So we acknowledge both male and female. We're not just a bunch of men. Greco-Roman culture is completely different from our anciency and how we think. And right now we're working with the Roman mind. And if you study Rome, they don't love, Roman men don't love women. All right, just to highlight something, you know that in the theater world, they never allowed women to take part in it. Yet they were female roles. So this thing about Hollywood want to put the dress on a man, there's nothing new. They've been playing that role. The word gym or gymnasium. All right, I know you seem like you know hip-hop. You remember, and you know too, so I got mentioned, speaking of the word nature, a song called Nature of the Threat by a man who goes by the name of Ras Kass. You know what I'm talking about. Check that song out, people. Check that song out. Because he going into what I'm talking about. And that's why I'm preparing the mind like that. But I don't want to delay playing this music. It's a 4-song EP. But it's just about the fact that the Roman culture, right now they're pushing Roman culture. Things that already they already agreed with behind doors, but on the front line. Just like in the Catholic Church, the Roman Catholic Church, you hear about all these cases from back in the days. Yet, on surface, they're going to still say that, you know, it's a man and a woman only, you know? You know, a lot of the child abuse, the child sexual abuse cases is same gender. But they're training people now that don't think about gender no more. Anything is anything. But there's no generation without gender. You know what I mean? The genes, all these words connect up. Even genitalia, genes, and all those things like that. To know if it's a boy, you look between the leg, what is it? Then you know it's a baby boy. Right now they're training little 5-year-olds don't think like that. You could be physically a male, but you can identify as a female. That's the times we're in. But that's the Roman mind. That's the Roman mind. You know?
That's a whole topic right there because we have one people pushing that agenda, but they're pushing it on us. So they're adopting our kids, young men, and turning them into young ladies. You know what I'm saying?
The thing I highlight, this is the Roman culture, even those that may seem like they're not for it. Like, for instance, there's a thing called, I don't want to talk too much about politics, but there's a thing called Bohemian Grove. That politician, I don't know if you ever heard about it, but y'all Google up Bohemian Grove. Basically, President Nixon was on record as saying one time in reference to Bohemian Grove in a conversation, he said, quote unquote, it's the most fabulous shit I've ever seen in my life that he been to. So I'm talking of things in terms of rituals that these people do, and it's coming from the ancient Rome itself. You know what I'm saying? The word gymnasium is a place referring to a place. Gym originally was a place, again, no females allowed. And it was a rites of passage from adult to the, from the young to the older, but it's the adult showing the younger rites of passage, and it involves. All right, put it like this. You know, the word pedophilia means love of a child. Love of a child. Philia means love. Pedia refers to child. This is all Greek to us. I'm just trying to get people to understand the Greco-Roman mind does not deal with life balance of male and female. You know what I'm saying? So that's the society we're in. Because
that's why bathhouses is just only for men.
You know?
Right. You don't see no woman in the bathhouse. The Roman
culture, and then look at it. You know, in River Nile, we used to say Aset, Asa and Heru. Aset became Mary. You know what I mean? Asa became who they call the Father, and Heru became who they call Jesus. But when you're thinking of Trinity, and when you're thinking of a lot of the individuals that's praised in the Bible or in Christendom, it's more so geared towards male. You don't really show so much reverence, unless it's the Catholic Church or ancient Ethiopian form of the Christianity, where they do show extra reverence towards the Mother of God, as they will call Holy Mary or Miriam.
Only seen marriage. They get married.
But it's just to say the ancient African mind, we praise both the male and the female energy, and understanding that is the female energy is actually greater, Because if you think about what they call yin and yang, blackness is feminine. Basically, put it like this, blackness and water is feminine nature. You know what I'm saying? Light is masculine nature. You know what I mean? So you know what is predominant. And if you look at the word human and woman, the W and the H, generally speaking, is interchangeable, I've learned, if studying certain things, I can't go into too much details.
So it's the same word, basically.
Basically the same word. So woman is human, which is man. You cannot divide man from woman and woman from man. Because if you study one, you're going to see the other. Just like if you look at the yin-yang symbol. You know the yin-yang symbol, black and white, but on the side where there's white, you see a small black.
Right.
And then vice versa in the black. So it's just to say, if you're going to study the male, you're going to find the female. If you're going to study the female, you're going to find the male. Because they're two parts of one. Like I have a single called different parts of one. But then, we could go on forever, though. But in terms of this far right nature.
Right. We done cut our time down to...
How much time do we have? Just 2 minutes?
Yes.
Well, you always look for far right nature then. You know what I mean? You know what? I didn't get to play no music from it. I don't know. I just play one song then. All so, right. Kenny, you can play just the last track then. And you can flash the, the cover artwork too. Sex is sacred. I know. Rastafari says sex is sacred. Can get some volume on that. Penis into vagina. Straight. River Nile culture. Moral growth. That's roots and culture. That's roots and culture. The truths and rights. The facts of life. Lioness and lion in the wilderness. Sex is the linkage of the opposites. Female for male, vagina for penis. The way the most I set it, you got to keep it. Be satisfied and don't be freaky. And catch a waltz